The reason you're broke has nothing to do with how much you make. In fact, most millionaires, they didn't get there with high salaries. If you're still living paycheck to paycheck, it might not be because of your income. It might be your beliefs. Most people carry invisible thoughts about money, thoughts they never chose, but that control everything. Today, we'll break down the 7 money beliefs that keep people poor and what the rich believe instead. Money isn't just math. It's emotion. It's identity. It's the story you grew up hearing and the one you keep repeating. Most people aren't taught how to build wealth. They're taught how to stay safe, how to survive, not how to grow, not how to win. From early on, we're told, don't take risks. Money changes people. Rich means selfish. And so we absorb it. That success is suspicious. That struggle is noble. That being comfortable is a sign of weakness. But that's all noise. Because money isn't evil, and it won't save you either. It's a mirror. It reflects who you are and makes it louder. If you're generous, it magnifies your impact. If you're lost, it magnifies your confusion. Money doesn't change you. It reveals you. That's why mindset comes first, before the strategies, before the spreadsheets. It all starts in your head. So let's dig deeper. If your financial life isn't where you want it to be, it's not just because of what you do. It's because of what you believe. Because behind every financial result, there's a hidden belief driving it. Most people carry these beliefs their whole lives. Unquestioned, undetected. But not you. Not anymore. Here are 7 money beliefs that quietly keep people broke. And more importantly, the mindset that sets the wealthy apart. Money doesn't grow on trees. It's what we were told anytime we asked for something as kids. And it plants a seed of scarcity. It teaches us that money is rare, that it's limited, that it's hard to come by. But that's not what wealthy people believe. They know that money flows to solutions. Solve a real problem? Money shows up. Add value? Money finds you. Scarcity thinking says, I can't afford this. Wealth thinking asks, how can I afford it? One shuts the brain down. The other turns it on. Then there's a classic line, I'm just not good with money. It sounds harmless, but it's dangerous. Because once you label yourself, you stop trying. You avoid learning. You fear mistakes. But no one is born financially smart. Wealthy people make mistakes. A lot of them. The difference? They learn. They adapt. Being bad with money isn't a permanent label. It's a temporary stage if you choose to grow. Another one, rich people are greedy. This belief doesn't just block your path to wealth. It turns wealth into something you secretly hate. And if you hate it, you'll never hold on to it. You'll spend it, undervalue yourself, miss opportunities. But money isn't evil. It's a mirror. It reflects who you are, not who you pretend to be. Give more money to a generous person, and they become a force for good. Give it to someone selfish, and they just amplify their ego. It's not the money, it's the mindset. Now here's one that sounds noble but is deeply misleading. If I just work hard, I'll get rich. We hear it everywhere, especially from people struggling the most. Hard work is honorable, but hard work alone isn't leverage. Wealth doesn't just reward effort. It rewards strategy. The poor trade time for money. The wealthy trade value for freedom. They build systems, own assets, and buy back their time. Yes, work hard, but don't stop there. Work smart. Work leveraged. Work with purpose. And what about debt? Debt is always bad. That's what most people believe, because they've only seen debt used poorly. Credit cards maxed out, loans drowning families. But the wealthy, they use debt like a tool, to buy cash-flowing assets, to expand intelligently. They separate good debt from bad, and they make it work for them. It's not the debt that's dangerous. It's the ignorance. Then comes the excuse of excuses. I can't invest. I don't have enough money. But here's the truth. Investing isn't about the amount. It's about the mindset. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll wait forever. Wealthy people start with $10, with $5, with whatever they have. Not because it's enough to change their life, but because it's enough to change their habit. And habits, not windfalls, build empires. Finally, the one belief that keeps millions stuck in a silent chase. I'll be happy when I make $100,000, or a million, or 10. But every time they get close, the target moves. Because happiness tied to money is a game you'll never win. The wealthy know this. They don't chase money to feel worthy. They build wealth because they already are. They operate from clarity, not desperation. And that's what allows the money to flow. So let me ask you something. How many of these beliefs are still living in your mind rent-free? And more importantly, are you finally ready to evict them? Because wealth doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your thoughts, in your habits, in the quiet decisions no one sees, but that shape everything. You don't need $1 million to start thinking like someone who has it, but you'll never have it until you start thinking like it's possible. That's the shift. That's the power. If this video helped you shift just one belief, give it a like. And if you want more, hit subscribe. Because every week, we break down the mindset behind the money. The beliefs, the psychology, the frameworks the wealthy actually use. So you can stop surviving and start building the life you know you're meant for. This is Rich Mind Lab, where wealth is built from the inside out.